When it comes to health wisdom, few voices resonate as powerfully and compassionately as that of Dr. William Li. A Harvard-trained medical doctor, researcher, and internationally recognized leader in the field of health and nutrition, Dr. Li has spent his career exploring the concept of using food as medicine. His groundbreaking work focuses on the body's ability to heal itself and how certain foods can support that natural process, particularly through mechanisms like angiogenesis, stem cell activation, and boosting the immune system. He believes that by understanding how the body defends itself, you can actually eat to enhance those defenses, something most of us were never taught growing up. From helping people protect their DNA to supporting regeneration and immunity, his work isn't about temporary fixes. It's about sustainable, daily actions that empower you to live better and longer. Dr. Li's approach is not only rooted in science, but also deeply human. He makes complicated medical concepts feel personal, practical, and even hopeful. Today's video dives into the incredible journey of Brian, a 72-year-old who discovered 5 powerful food strategies inspired by Dr. William Li's insights. These are not trends or fads, but practical, science-backed choices that helped him not only rebuild his body, but also starve cancer. If you're searching for simple, real ways to improve your health, fight disease, and feel empowered in your own kitchen, then you're in the right place. And if you want to keep learning alongside us, hit that subscribe button. We are building a community centered around sharing knowledge, supporting one another, and making wellness something you can actually live out every single day. Before we get into Brian's story and the food hacks he swears by, let's take a moment to appreciate what Dr. Li has contributed to the world of health. With decades of research and a genuine passion for helping people thrive, Dr. Li has shown time and again how certain everyday foods can have a profound impact on healing. His work focuses on 5 key defense systems in the body: angiogenesis, regeneration, microbiome support, DNA protection, and immunity. But rather than bombarding you with complicated biology, Dr. Li connects the dots in ways that make it easy to understand and even easier to apply. It's about giving you tools to take charge of your own well-being, and that's exactly what happened in Brian's case. So let's walk through this together. Brian, whose name has been changed for privacy, remembers the moment everything shifted for him. It was after a regular checkup turned into a life-altering conversation with his doctor. Tests revealed abnormal cell growth, and although it wasn't an advanced stage, it was enough to raise serious concern. At 72, Brian had no interest in sitting back and waiting. He wanted to take action, but he didn't want to just rely on medications and hope for the best. That's when he stumbled upon Dr. Li's work and began to see food in a completely new light. It wasn't just about eating healthy anymore. It was about targeting disease, supporting his body's natural healing processes, and feeling like an active participant in his own care. The first food hack Brian embraced was incorporating more tomatoes into his daily meals. Now, you might be thinking, tomatoes? Really? But hear this out. Dr. Li often talks about the power of lycopene, a naturally occurring compound found in red and pink fruits, especially cooked tomatoes. Lycopene has been shown to help regulate angiogenesis, the process through which new blood vessels form. For cancer, this is huge. Cancer cells need blood vessels to feed and grow, and by eating lycopene-rich foods, you can help cut off that supply. Brian started by roasting cherry tomatoes with garlic and olive oil, adding them to salads, whole grain pasta, and even breakfast omelets. The warmth, the sweetness, the slight tang, he described it as not only healing but comforting. What are some of your favorite ways to enjoy tomatoes? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing your recipes. The second change Brian made was around his beverage choices. He began drinking green tea every morning. Dr. Lee has spoken often about the catechins in green tea, particularly epigallocatechin gallate, which supports DNA protection and immune strength. For Brian, this became more than just a routine, it was a ritual. He would sit outside with his warm mug, take a few deep breaths, and remind himself that he was nourishing his body with every sip. He even swapped out his afternoon coffee with a cold-brewed green tea infused with fresh mint. He said it felt like a reset in the middle of the day. If you've never tried cold-brewed green tea, it's easy, just steep it in cool water overnight in the fridge. The flavor is smooth, never bitter, and it's a simple way to show your body some love. Let's pause for a second. If you're finding this helpful so far, go ahead and tap that like button. It really helps us grow and reach others who are also looking for empowering health tips. And if you've tried any of these strategies yourself, let us know in the comments. We'd love to build a community of support and shared experience. The third food Brian leaned into was berries. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries. He started keeping a bowl in the fridge at all times. Dr. Lee often highlights berries for their role in boosting the immune system and protecting DNA. These little gems are rich in natural pigments like anthocyanins, which have strong antioxidant properties. Brian enjoyed them fresh, in smoothies, over oatmeal, or just by the handful. He even made a homemade chia jam with mashed blueberries and a bit of lemon juice, no sugar needed. He said it made him feel vibrant, like he was eating color and energy. Have you ever made your own berry jam? It's one of those things that sounds fancy, but takes less than 10 minutes. The fourth strategy that made a real difference for Brian was adding mushrooms to his meals, specifically shiitake and maitake. Now, not everyone loves mushrooms, and that's okay. But if you're open to it, they're worth a try. Dr. Lee points to mushrooms as immune activators, rich in beta-glucans that help strengthen the body's defense system. Brian started by sautéing them in a little sesame oil with ginger and tamari, serving them over brown rice, or folded into scrambled eggs. He also experimented with mushroom broth as a base for soups. He said the umami flavor was like a cozy blanket, earthy, grounding, satisfying. If mushrooms aren't your thing, don't worry. The beauty of Dr. Lee's wisdom is that it offers choices. There's not just one path, there are many. The fifth and final food hack Brian added was something simple but powerful: extra virgin olive oil. Dr. Lee explains how olive oil supports DNA repair and protects against inflammation, two crucial elements in cancer defense. Brian started using it not just in cooking, but as a finishing touch. He would drizzle it over steamed vegetables, mix it with lemon for a salad dressing, or even add a spoonful to his soups. He said it made everything feel a little more luxurious, a little more intentional. He kept a small, beautiful bottle on the table as a reminder that healing doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes it's about tiny upgrades that add up over time. These 5 food changes didn't happen overnight. Brian made them gradually, giving himself time to explore, taste, and adjust. And while food wasn't the only part of his healing journey, it was one of the most empowering. He felt like he was giving his body every chance to do what it was designed to do: repair, defend, and thrive. That's what Dr. William Lee's work is all about, helping you understand your own biology so you can support it with intention and care. By making small, consistent changes, Brian began to notice shifts not just in his physical health, but in his energy, focus, and overall outlook. Meals became more than just nourishment. They became moments of connection, self-respect, and purpose. He wasn't just eating differently, he was living differently. Every bite became an act of self-care, a quiet decision to move toward wellness instead of fear. And maybe that's the most powerful part of this story. It reminds us that healing is possible, and it often starts right on your plate. So what can you take from Brian's journey? Maybe it's starting with one new food this week. Maybe it's rethinking how you build your meals, not just for flavor, but for function. Or maybe it's simply pausing each day to ask, how am I supporting my body today? This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. And you're not alone on this path. We're walking it with you. Have you tried any of Dr. Lee's food strategies? Are there small changes you've made that have had a big impact? We would love to hear your story. Share it in the comments. When we learn from each other, we all grow stronger. And if you found value in this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel for more health wisdom, and share it with someone you care about. These conversations matter. They remind us that healing is possible and that the choices we make each day really do add up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in your health. Until next time, keep nourishing your body, honoring your journey, and building a life rooted in wellness and community. We'll see you in the next video.